Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. So we are going to be doing this holiday set on one of my great clients, and she ended up removing her nails prior to her appointment. She just ripped them off, and so you might see her nails are a little bit damaged, but we're just gonna go ahead and prep them and then make sure to, I already cut her free edge, so you guys might see a little bit of the clippings on the table. Please excuse my background because I ended up just going nail shopping. You guys might have seen my video on my Instagram story of like all the stuff that I had bought, and I had put swatches. So if you guys do like to see different things that I like to purchase and things and whatnot, make sure to check out my Instagram and follow me on there, because anytime I do shopping, if the haul is too small to put it on YouTube, I usually do it on my Instagram. And usually like when I'm going shopping, I will be getting like little things here and there, and I just like to share them with you guys. So make sure to check out my Instagram story just because I have a lot going on there. But first off, we're going to go ahead and push your cuticles back, and then I am going to go ahead and if their nails need to be cut, that's something that I do right now. I did hers before we jumped on camera, and then we are going to prep. Prep is very important. You want to try and get all of that cuticle off and remove any of that shine. And then you are going to want to go in with a really small bit. I highly recommend getting a small bit that you're able to get into all of the nooks and crannies of their nails, just because with some clients, and especially this one in particular, their cuticles go deep down on the side. So if you have a drill bit like the one I am using right now, it is too big to get in that little area, and then you will end up having lifting on the sides. So go in with something small like this, and you're able to get all of that stuff off of the sides and a little bit underneath that part of the cuticle that lifts up a little bit. You're able to get up in there too, and it really ensures that there is not going to be any lifting at all. Let me know if any of you guys have purchased this bit, because honestly you guys, this is one of my favorite bits. You guys know I've been raving about it in a lot of my videos. I do have it on my link tree on my Amazon storefront if this is something you guys are interested, or I will have it linked down below in the description. But this bit, honestly you guys, I love it so much. I feel like it's helped me so much. But yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and prep all 10 fingers, and then we are getting close to move on to the next thing. So make sure when you guys are doing this, get up and close to that cuticle. This cuticle bit, it's really smooth, so it gets what's on the nail. It's not going to cut your client, so that's something really good. You might feel like it might get a little bit hot if you have it in the same spot for a long period of time. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with these tips. These are the Nail Lab tips. I wanted to try them out, and so far so good. I really like these. I feel like, I don't know, they have a really pretty style. So even if your clients want to go super long, these are something that I would recommend. And they're not a super C curve. I like the C curve for square nails, but for coffin nails, I'm not a real big fan of. And these ones are really nice too, because when you apply them, I feel like they hug the nail really well. So I don't feel like I have to pinch down on the sides as much as I do with some other tips. So I would recommend these. I think these are about a 10 out of 10. I wish they tapered a little bit more, or they had a shorter style for these, just because I feel like a majority of my clients, they're medium to long length. I have a few that are short, but I have been really liking doing the longer lengths. But I think that these are super cute. And then the glue that I am using is the KDS glue. This glue I did end up also getting from Amazon. I really enjoy using this one. I feel like it glues really fast. I feel like a majority of glues that I have used in the past, I feel like all of them are pretty much the same. I don't know, nail glue to me so far has been nail glue. I have only had one, and I can't even remember the brand, but I felt like that one took forever to glue down, but this one, you guys could see how fast that glues. And look at the shape of the tips. You guys could see on her other hand that's in the background. Her tips look so good. So I'm super excited. We are going to be cutting them down. So you guys won't be able to see that big C curve. But yeah. And I feel like I wanted to show her what they would look like long, and she was not down for being that long. So I was like, okay, let me cut them down, because she is usually one of my shorter clients. But she has been going longer, and honestly, you guys, I feel like the longer nails look really good on her hands. I wish she would even go a little bit longer. I feel like it would look really good with her hands. But this is even really long for her, so I'm even happy that she even went this long. But now I'm gonna go ahead and get my nail forms. I tape them back to back, and then I cut the sides off, and I just go and use that as my guide to make sure that I am making them all the same length. I've seen other people use magnets at the back of their excuse me, you guys. Getting tired. But they use it at the back of their tip cutter, and so they don't have to keep going back and forth. The magnets are something that I do want to get, just because the more and more I do this step right here, I do feel like the magnets on the back will help make me a lot faster. And especially because I'd rather be spending some of my other extra time that I have shaping and filing the nails and painting and designing. I feel like that is more important to me. I mean, don't get me wrong, I feel like the whole process of doing nails is very important, just because your clients won't like it if their nails are a whole bunch of different lengths. But yeah, honestly, I really enjoy, if I found a way for that to be faster, of course I want to do that. So I'm hoping to get those soon. I'll let you guys know when I get them. You guys will see them in one of my videos. But as of right now, I have yet to get them. Honestly, sometimes when I'm on Amazon, I end up lagging and I don't end up getting the things that I need. But I'm going to go ahead and blend this tip together. I'm using the same sanding band that I used to prep her nail, and I am just blending that tip in. You don't really want to blend, or you don't want to file her natural nail at all. You just want to blend that plastic tip into her natural nail. Alright, guys, now we're on our last one, and just blend. And honestly, you guys, I love using the Arbor sanding bands to blend this and prep with this, just because I feel like I'm able to get, I don't know, a better file, and it grips better, if that makes any sense. But now I went ahead and dehydrated on camera. I already started dehydrating her, but I forgot to hit the film button. But I dehydrated twice, and I'm priming twice. The dehydrator that I use is from OPI. The primer that I use is from Young Nails. Of course, you guys know Young Nails primer is my go-to. If you guys don't want any lifting, try this primer if you're having problem with lifting. I highly recommend trying this method, and the whole prep situation, I feel like try it. If you guys are having problems with lifting, just follow the beginning of my video and do it step by step. Get that little cuticle bit, and you guys will be able to see such a big difference in the longevity of your nails. I feel like clients will love you for that, especially because my clients, some of them, they don't like sitting in a chair for long, or like they don't like sitting in the chair all the time. With some of them, they love coming to sit and chat and just have fun and whatnot. But I know some of them, they have family, they have stuff they need to do, they have a very busy schedule. So sitting in the chair is not something that they like to do, especially being a mom and knowing that you are busy and you got to clean, you got to get your kids ready and all this stuff. So it's nice for them just because my clients are able to go anywhere from, some of them, if they're picky about their designs and they want to switch it up all the time, they go 2 weeks. If they want to kind of stretch that time and still have a good amount and have their nails still looking like on point, they go 3 weeks. And then 4 weeks, 5 weeks, 6 weeks usually are my clients that are just trying to get more bang for their buck with their nails, and they're just somebody who doesn't want to come and sit down a majority of the time. But right here I am using this Valentino powder. This one is in cream or creme. I always pronounce it wrong, you guys already know. But this has became one of my favorite acrylics. That one, and you guys know that Montage's Desert Rose, I love that one. So these ones are both of them are very, very light. This one is more of like a natural nude-ish light kind of color. I don't know, I really, really love the color. I know we are going to be painting over this color, but with a lot of my clients, when I know they want to come in for fill after fill, usually what I will do is I end up putting a nude underneath. So if they ever want to do a French tip, they ever want to do any nail art that is exposing a nude color in the background, they will already have that nude back there. So this one I have been gravitating towards quite a bit. And Desert Rose, you guys already know Desert Rose is my go-to. I love Desert Rose, and a lot of my clients, they really, really love that color too. So if you guys are looking for nudes, definitely check those out. I feel like you guys will really, really like it. I know sometimes it's hard to pick out colors online just because I feel like a lot of times the pictures, they look different, and videos, they look so different, and the contrast with the skin tones and other art that they might have on there is a lot different. So definitely go on Montage, check them out, and Valentino, just because both of those colors are beautiful colors, and I feel like a lot of my clients gravitate towards those. So honestly, I feel like if you have them in your collection, I don't feel like it's going to be a waste, just because it's definitely not a waste with my clients. They actually really love them. And I feel like a lot of them really like the way they look with their skin tones, especially Desert Rose. Desert Rose is bomb because it is like a super, super light dusty pink. And the size brush that I am using is a size 12. And this one, I've had this one since the beginning of my nail career. Honestly, you guys know I've had this one for a really long time, so don't judge the barrel of this brush. You guys know it's been with me for a long time. I do want to try the Kiara Sky one. I'm still debating whether or not I should get it. I want to see it in person though before I get it. I don't know what it is, but buying things in person, I just like to do that a lot more. Just because I feel like a lot of times, like, I might only want to buy one thing from that brand or a couple things, and then honestly, I really, really, really hate paying for shipping. I feel like that is something that is not something that I like to do. I don't enjoy that, but yeah, honestly, definitely wish they had them in stores somewhere near me. I know sometimes Montage, they do sell some of Kiara Sky's, their drills, their LED lights, and a couple of their other things, but they have yet to carry the acrylic brush. And the acrylic brush, I've been hearing great things about it. So, and especially since it's been out for some time and I still hear great things about it, that's what makes me want to purchase it. So I'm like, let me see. And you guys might see me tapping my powder down. The reason why I do that is because I like to have like a smooth surface when I'm dipping my brush in to grab that bead of acrylic. And I like to shake out any of those dents from picking up the beads of acrylic. Some things that I do want to talk to you guys about, since it has been some time. Honestly, I haven't done an updated video with you guys for some time now, but some updates that I do want to do is that I am actually going to be offering classes. So if you guys are in SoCal, definitely let me know if you guys are interested, just because as of right now, I do have a couple spots open where I'm actually teaching for free. I do want to get my process down of basically how I am going to want to teach. And I do want to even do an extended course part, just because I know sometimes when people, they first start in their nail journey, I feel like it is really, really hard for them to figure out whether or not, like, I don't know, just different things that they're doing. So I do want to even do a sit-in with me where they could actually come and watch me work all day, and they could see the interaction with the clients, what they get, things that we talk about, and how we pick out their nails. Just because I know sometimes with being with your clients, it's an uncomfortable feeling at first, but I feel like over time, you guys, I feel like, I don't know, just it starts to all come naturally as time goes. But I've been thinking about doing a course like that. So if you guys are in the SoCal area and you do want to learn how to do acrylics, please hit me up, just because I am going to be doing a free class. And I do want to I want feedback on my teaching method and what you guys think, and if it's some things that I do want to work on it before I actually start charging for a class. So definitely, definitely let me know if you guys are interested in this, because it's something that I've wanted to do for a really long time, but I just have yet to do it. So hit me up if you guys are interested in that. But as of right now, what I am doing is I am filing and buffing. The file that I am using is an 80/80 grit. I love doing the sides with these and shaping with 80/80 grit, because it takes so much of the nail down at once, and I feel like you find yourself not having to file so much, because it really gets through to that product and making sure that you're keeping it nice and even, and it just makes your life so much easier. When you are using 80/80 grit, you really want to make sure that you are etching the sides and taking off that sharp 90-degree angle, just because you have a higher chance of cutting your client when you have that exposed. So definitely do that. And I like to hand file majority of the nail, just because I do feel like I'm able to kind of see and nitpick. I feel like with the drill, for me, I feel like it almost feels like too small, and I feel like you're able to get easier, like it's easy to get indentations on it, for me at least. I feel like working with hand files have been my best bet. I feel like I work a lot faster with a hand file too. Now we're going to go ahead and blend that cuticle in and seal the cuticle. This is how I do it. I like to kind of hold my drill at an angle and then start to kind of put it more flat as I go out. And I feel like that really helps making sure that cuticle area blends down into the rest of the nail. And then if anything else needs a little bit of a touch-up, I run my drill across the rest of the nail. And then I'm just going to go ahead and touch up the sides as well if I feel like they need to be touched up a little bit more. And then again, I am still using that same sanding band. Honestly, you guys, the great thing about the medical sanding band is once you start using them and stuff, like, it's not one of those sanding bands that you feel like they end up getting dull really fast. The grit on these, they last pretty much the whole, or yeah, they last over the whole service. Always make sure that you are changing them between every single client, just because each client needs their own one for sanitary reasons. So, and then with your buffers and files and cuticle nippers and cuticle pushers and drill bits as well, you really want to make sure that you are keeping them nice and clean for each one of your guests. Now I'm going to go ahead and buff out these nails. Any of those scratches, I am using a 180 grit to go ahead and do that. I love 180 grit when it comes to buffing out the nail. And then I am just going to go ahead and dust that dust away and get a little scrub brush and get in those cuticles and scrub all of that dust out of the cuticle area, just because sometimes I feel like it's so easy to get it caught in there. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with this Color Land gel. Look how vibrant that is and how smooth that goes on. I feel like the smoothness of these gels are so amazing, and the pigment, you guys could see that even just one coat of it is so beautiful. Now I'm going to go ahead and get a glitter, and I am actually going to sprinkle some of that glitter on. I am just using a painting brush, and I feel like this allows me to sprinkle on a little bit just because I did not want to end up putting too much glitter. I still wanted a little bit of glitter, but I didn't want to do a ton. The reason why I put the glitter on before I ended up putting like anything else on it, or before I painted the rest of the nails, because I didn't want any of that glitter to end up sprinkling on the rest of the nails. I would, if you guys were doing a full glitter, like a full sugar glitter, what you are going to want to do is actually probably wait till the very end to paint that one on, just because you don't want to end up getting that glitter stuck in the other ones, because I feel like sometimes when you have to do thicker glitter, you need a lot more of a full coverage, and that tends to end up sprinkling on the other one. Since there was very little glitter, it was a lot easier for the glitter to adhere to this one. And look how beautiful and clean this color looks. I asked her if she wanted to go in with a red acrylic, but she decided to go in with just a nude acrylic like how we usually do. So if she wants to switch up her design for her next fill, she can do so. And then we're going to go ahead and put that into the light for 60 seconds. If it is a darker color from Colorland Gels and you are using the Kiara Sky Lamp, I highly recommend letting it go twice, just because if you don't end up putting it in there for a full amount, you might feel like especially the thumbs will wrinkle, and you really want to make sure that it is fully cured, because if it's not fully cured, that's when you're going to be experiencing wrinkles and you guys are going to experience peeling with your clients. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle that glitter, and you guys will be able to see me do the rest of these nails. And same thing, we are going to paint, and then we are going to be doing a second coat on the rest of them. So even though they are as pigmented as they are, I highly recommend going in with a second coat, because if you don't, chances are, like within the first week of clients, if they're a hard worker and they use their nails a lot to open things, they might see wearing of the polish on the corners of the nails. So even though it's super pigmented, you want that backup layer so they could go longer without end up seeing like the polish wearing on the ends. I've used a lot of different gel polishes, and honestly, I feel like every single one of them does that. It doesn't have anything to do with the product, it just has to do with how hard they are on their nails. Gel is a lot better than doing it with gel is a lot better than doing it with regular polish, because regular polish with hard working clients that are always working with their hands, you will end up seeing that it will end up happening to almost the whole nail. I used to use regular polish when I was in the salon just because I couldn't really afford to get the gels, but honestly the gels are one of the best things that I could have done for myself just because how long they last compared to regular polish and the different designs that you're able to do with them, and it makes your life so much easier as a nail tech. So definitely get you some good acrylic and get you some good gel polishes, especially ones that a majority of the time you only need one coat, especially for design, because these Colorland gels, honestly, you guys, for designs, I do not have to paint over for the design. Like, I feel like it's once in a while, if it's like doing white on top of black or things like that, I might have to paint in more than once. But even when I was doing the ghost face, if you guys seen any of the tutorials that I did on there, that was one coat of white and it covered up the black completely. So honestly, you guys, if you guys are thinking about getting the Colorline gels, I highly recommend to do so. She is doing a sale right now, actually, where it is 30% off. I don't know if it's going to still be going on by the time this video is uploaded, and I hope it is for you guys because her gels are amazing. Make sure to stay on her stories too, because she is actually doing a lot of giveaways right now for people who are engaging in her content on her Instagram stories. So if you're answering questions or doing the things that she says, she has been giving $100 giveaways, $50 giveaways, $20 giveaways. She's been doing a lot of different ones. So I highly recommend make sure to keep tabs on her story because you guys will be able to see a lot of her different types of things that she has. And if you guys could win, why not? It's a free product. And usually these bottles are $16 each bottle, unless you buy them in the kit. I believe the price range is a little bit different. I have it written down somewhere, but if you guys do watch my Tracy's Colorland gel video, you guys will be able to see that review and basically how I break down the price points. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with these. They are like a little, like a pixie stone dust thing. I forget what these things are called. But basically you're able to put them all over the nail and they shine so pretty. When you guys are using these, the lady at Montage had told me to put the glitter underneath and it will be able to shine back so much better. So honestly, you guys, get these before. I used to never really be like too crazy about them, but once I seen these ones, how small they were, and they were still able to like have a beautiful shine, but she had recommended putting a glitter underneath. They shine back even more, so highly recommend checking them out. Now I'm gonna go ahead and go in with my little liner brush. These ones I do get off of Amazon, and you guys are able to see them on my Amazon storefront, so definitely check that out. There's a lot of goodies on there for you guys if you guys are looking to check out any other nail art stuff. And then now I'm going to go ahead and dot these little petals on here. This is going to be a snowflake, and I like to go side to side. You guys could go one at a time, or one side at a time, but doing the side to side, it kind of helps me a little bit to be able to pick where I'm putting the next petal and see everything all come together. So that's kind of why I do it the way I do it. You guys can see even in her other hand, the one that I'm not working on, her shape looks so good. I've been really working on my shaping over the years, and I've been finding different techniques that I actually really enjoy using. So honestly, you guys, if you guys been in the nail game for a long time, I recommend just checking out different types or different methods of shaping that other nail techs do use and seeing what you like, because sometimes just trying out different things, they give you a different feel. And I feel like a lot of times too, when you guys are doing nail art, or like not nail art, but like doing nail shaping, you guys might get used to doing the method that you're doing, but I feel like nail trends, they change so much. And even if it's shaping and things like that, I feel like since I started doing nails, I feel like shaping has changed a lot compared to what we would be going for before. I mean, of course, everybody loves the flat nails, but even just learning how to do different shapings, it takes some time. So be patient with yourself, try new things, and yeah, you guys will find out that you guys like some things more than others. And there's so many different things that I actually really enjoy using and doing. And even just files. I feel like for a long time I would use the same old file for the longest. And now I ended up venturing out into some other ones, and I ended up even trying out some that a fellow nail artist that I follow. Her name is Nailed by Samantha. If you guys don't know who she is, what are you doing? She's amazing. She is an ambassador for Valentino. She is amazing at what she does. And her shape is always on point. And I had asked her, like, what do you do? And she had even recommended me the files that I do use. You guys seen them in the video. And she was the one who actually recommended me those files. And I actually really, really love them. And now I'm just going to go ahead and detail. Detailing, honestly, is like something that just adds a little bit more to it. So I like doing the little dots around the snowflake. I feel like it makes it really cute. And they're just little small little dainty dots. My client said the worst thing is when she's getting her nails done and she can't see what I'm doing. She wanted to see the nail art come together so bad because I kept telling her, oh my gosh, these are so cute, these are so cute. And I just love them. And she was like, I want to see so bad. She was like, but you're working. She's like, and I'm not trying to strain your wrist. But now I'm going to go ahead and put her stones on. The resin that I am using, it is thebomb.com. And I'm just going to dab that on. It comes with a brush, so it makes that aspect so much easier. And I'm just going to go ahead and put my stones on. These Swarovskis, I did end up getting them from Michael's when they did used to sell them at Michael's, but you guys know everywhere is not really selling them. So if you guys know places that are selling the crystals, please let me know. I am in desperate need of some more. I need some smaller sizes and whatnot, so please, 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 if you guys know any crystals, Swarovski crystals, let me know. But now I'm going to go ahead and put another stone in the center of there, and I feel like the stone honestly brought it all together, the colors that we used. There is a darker stone in this mix of stones that I had got, or the Swarovskis that I got. There was different shades of red. One's a darker red, one's a lighter red, but we are going in with that little bit of lighter red. I feel like it really tied together with the bead, the pixie beads that we ended up putting on that ring finger. I really love the way this came out, you guys. In just a second, you guys will be able to see the final look. Please, please, please let me know what you guys think, and different looks that you guys would want to see, please let me know. But as you guys all know, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. We are going to be putting a top coat on these, and the top coat that we are using is, I believe the one that we ended up using was from Montage, or it was from Colorland Gels. Both are really great top coats. But now I'm going to go ahead and just dot this little stone on there, just so then I don't know, everything just ties together. And these little beads, I am actually going to be top coating over the beads, not the Swarovskis, just over the beads. The reason for that is just to kind of make them stay in place a little bit. I feel like the stones, the little tiny ones like that, they tend to come off. But yeah, you guys, please don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe to my channel. And please let me know what you guys think of this look. Alright, have a great day and happy holidays.